Hello and welcome to another traditional draft with Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Let's jump into a queue. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Well, I think I'd really like to take Laughing Jasper Flint here. That's an excellent rare. Pretty ridiculous. Let's read what loot is here, though. Never seen this. I haven't looked at this since the set came out. 1/2 Ward 1. Being of upkeep, exile the top X cards in your library, or X is the number of card types among other non-land permanents you control. You may play those cards this turn. Okay, I think that's not going to make it. It's probably going to be Laughing Jasper Flint here, but let's take a look at the rest of the pack. We have Rambling Possum, which is a reasonable mount. Buried in the Garden, excellent removal spell. Lazav, excellent in the blue-black crimes deck. Savage Smash is a good fight spell. Trained Erranx is probably one of the better 2-drops in the format, and then Hard Bristle Bandit. So a pretty stacked pack, actually. But I think we'll go with Laughing Jasper Flint. It's an excellent card. Don't necessarily have to play blue-black, but we can now. We have Marchesa. So we could go for a Grixis deck, which seems like the direction we're being pushed in here. Whenever you commit a crime, you may pay 1. If you do look at the top 2 cards of the library, put 1 into your hand and the other into your graveyard. So excellent card there. So what we'll be looking to do here is pick up Mercenaries to work with these 2 cards, commit a lot of crimes, and we'll need the mana fixing. So we'll look for all of the Grixis lands as we go through here. And we'll be oddly passing green for once. Okay, here we have Rictus Robber is a reasonable black card to play here. Let's see if we have any other cards we want to take. Take for a Ride is a I don't think we want that. We could want the Thunder. We could take the Thunder Salvo here. And we have to read the signals here too and make sure we're not going into this blindly. You know, there's a Spinewood's Paladin being passed here as another option. And Void Rend, I don't think we want to go into 4 colors. It's a nice spell though. So it's either Rictus Robber or Thunder Salvo. I think we'll take the Robber, considering that the Salvo may wheel, as red is not, at least on its own, one of the better colors. Here I'm going to take Consuming Ashes almost certainly. Other options, plan the Heist for card draw. Razzle Dazzler could be okay. I don't know if we're going to be a 2-spell deck. Scalestorm Summer is better in green-red. The other option here is Desert's Dew. And yeah, so it's really between the Consuming Ashes and Desert's Dew. I think we'll start here with the Consuming Ashes. There are no deserts, but we will keep an eye out for that in the coming packs. Here we have Hellspur Brute, which would go with our other 2 picks here. We could take the Mourner's Surprise. We can take the Skullduggery to commit a crime, or the Lush Oasis, which isn't really the direction we want to go. Looks like green is somewhat reasonably open because we have Patient Naturalist and Snakeskin Veil. But I think black and red seem reasonably open too. I think we'll take the Brute here. I think it's a decent, effective card. Now, whether it goes great with, maybe we want to be a little more controlling deck with the Mourner Surprise, but I think let's actually switch the Mourner Surprise. I think we want to be able to pull our cards back. Okay, here we have Indomitable Creativity. I don't think that's the pick. I don't think it's Demonic Ruckus either. It could be Take the Fall here, just as a way to commit a crime and kind of cycle through our deck. I think we'll go with that over Razzle Dazzler, Corrupted Conviction. Yeah, And I'm trying to see if there's any other, there's nothing else great in this pack that would make us drop our, make us not want to be red-black. So we'll take the fall here. Here we can go with the Wolverine for card draw. It's kind of a little off topic, I guess. I think we might go with Seize the Secrets here, potentially. Could be the Roadrunner as a 2-drop, but again, it's not a mercenary. It's not a outlaw. Sorry, outlaw is the word I was looking for. But I think I picked it. Okay, I was gonna say I could probably get one of those later. Okay, we'll take the Thunder Salvo here for something to do early. Nodi and I passed the. Wow. Okay, green is not being picked here. We have a Rambling Possum here. Quick Draw is probably not what we want. We really don't want any of these cards. We could take the Off-Color Desert here, just to splash or to commit a crime. So maybe we'll do that. I don't think we need the Bucolic Ranch. I don't think we need any of these. We'll toss Deputy in the sideboard in case we really need it. Here we'll take it's either the Overzealous Muscle. It's just kind of a bad filler card. I think we'll take that over the Take for a Ride. Outlaw's Fury is probably going in the sideboard here. Skullduggery may make the main deck, but probably in the sideboard. And the Pulverizer is, I'll put it in the main for now. Not ideal. Okay, I think a Cool works here. Other options are Terminal Agony and Gigapede, Desert Stew. I think we want the on-color creature here. Maybe we focus red-black and splash the blue. We didn't actually see a lot of blue coming around, so Unfortunate Accident sounds good. Over pretty much everything else in the deck, the Mirage Mesa is another consideration, but I think we want the Accident here. Okay. Vadmir, happy to pick that up in a Crimes deck and in a Grixis deck. Treasure Dredger is another consideration. We have the Pylons, but I think even though we do want to get mana fixing, I don't think we want to take it over a really nice 1-pip rare here that goes with our theme. Okay, Slick Shot Lockpicker, something we could use here. Over Mirage Mesa, I don't think so. I think this time we have to take the Mesa, and we'll hope the Lockpicker tables, although it may not. I think we need to start picking up some fixing at this point. Scorching Shot, excellent card, a little hard to play. I think instead maybe we take the Hypothesis or Bandit's Hall. Lots of good options here. Or Derailment. So I think some of these are going to pass around. Let's take the Hall here, try to get the fixing we need. And we'll hope one of those, either the Hypothesis or the other one, table. I think the Hypothesis may actually table. Okay, Lively Dirge. I think we may want that because we can put Laughing Jasper Flint or Marchesa into the graveyard and get them back. I think that's worth. Explosive Derailment definitely as a consideration here, and we'll hope to get one of those back. Here, probably Outlaw Stitcher. Yeah, I think that makes the cut here. It's one of the blue cards we'll want to play. We may want to start cutting, maybe focusing red-black. That's where we have a lot of the double color cards. Okay, we have Lila, 3/3, Prowess. We don't have many multicolor instants or sorceries, but I think that could fit our deck as well. Metamorphic Blast could work, but I think we'll take Since we're in these colors, let's try it out. Terminal Agony sounds good here over Gigapede and Deadeye Duelist, the Desecrator. Here we will take the, return the favor. I don't think we want that. Let's take the Stop Cold, but probably in the sideboard. Probably don't want to play it. I think Mine Raider here is good in the main deck. Gives us a treasure. Quick Draw on the sideboard. Lackey or Vigilance. I think we just take the Lackey. I don't think we want to play it necessarily, but we'll take it. So it looks like actually all of the red removal got picked out of the pack. Okay, here we have Repulse, a second Bandit's Hall, a Phantom Interference, or a Peddler. Peddler's not that exciting, but kind of will help fill out our deck and cycle some of our cards. Phantom Interference is okay. I don't know if we want to be... I think our main color is black. Our second color could be red or blue. So we'll have to think about whether we want something like that. Other options are a second Bandit's Hall or a Repulse. I think we'll take the Repulse, actually. A nice way to commit a crime. And yeah, I think here we'll take another Consuming Ashes, just have a lot of removal. The Miner. I don't think we're going to be that aggressive. Could be the Bandit's Hall. I think we have enough crimes that the Raven of Fell Omens makes sense here. Yeah, and everyone's pulling the deserts, so we're not getting any deserts passed to us, unfortunately. We have Hell to Pay, which is not the best, but an okay removal spell. Outlaw Stitcher. Peddler. We've seen so many Peddlers, I imagine one of those will table. So let's just take a ton of removal and see where that gets us. Bloodseeker here is great. It'd be better if it were a Outlaw, but 2/2 is good. Commits a crime. Fits our theme. Here we can take a Neutralize the Guard for the sideboard. We could take a Fake Your Own Death for the main, or an off-color Desert. I don't think we want that. We can take another Lila or a Minecart Raider. I think for fixing purposes, we might want the Minecart Raider. Boy, if there's one deck that could use Lila, it's this one. What the heck, we'll try it. Okay, it's either Duelist or the Failed Fording. Probably maybe the Duelist here just as a roadblock, another way to commit crimes. It's not great, but okay. Nothing we're going to play here, so we'll take the rare for the gems. Yeah, we have plenty of removal, 13 non-creature spells. I think all the ones I picked I'd probably play, and 14 creatures. The mana fixing is not terrific. Just Mirage Mesa, the Bandit's Hall, and the what I want to say here. Okay, nothing for us here. No one was playing green-white apparently. Let's take that. Miner's probably not great for this deck, but we can take it. I don't think we're going to be that aggressive, but who knows? It might be nice to have a creature that continually comes back. Okay, we got one of the Peddlers back. Happy to have one of those. We may see a couple more. We'll take Fling for the sideboard, and we'll take a second Pulverizer for the sideboard. I think we have plenty of playables here. A reasonable number of removal spells. Let's put a couple more cards in here just to see if we want them. We could play Skullduggery and we could play the Miner. That puts us with 47 cards. We could also play the Deputy should we really want that, but we could. It is a mercenary. Cards I don't really want to play. Probably don't care much about the Overzealous Muscle or the Pulverizer. Wait, neutralize the guard that's going in the side. I'm imagining I'm going to take out the Take the Fall and the Seize the Secrets. Probably. That puts us a little bit, yeah, only 5 blue. So our blue cards are 2 Lilas, Marchesa, the Stitcher, and the Repulse. And we don't have to play the Stitcher. We don't have a lot of plot synergy, so maybe we take that out. The only other plot card we have is Rictus Robber. I'm happy to, let's see how many creatures I have here, 15. Okay. I'm happy with the Unfortunate Accent, the Hell to Pay, Lively Dirge, Thunder Salvo, Repulse, Double Consuming Ashes, Terminal Agony. So I'm happy with most of that. I could consider cutting the Skullduggery, the Forsaken Miner, the Mourner's Surprise, because I don't have that many creatures, but we have enough that are good that I might want to keep that alongside the Lively Dirge. Lively Dirge can get Laughing Jasper Flint, Marchesa. I think a cool too, right? Any value 4 or less. Yeah. So I can get a cool, Marchesa, Laughing Jasper Flint, Lila, Vadmir. In that sense, the Forsaken Miner is kind of nice because I can get it for free alongside, one of the 3 drops I have. I get Vadmir and the Bloodseeker, for instance, or I can just go get a cool. I think I like that. I'm going to take the off-color duel here, even though it does commit a crime. I don't want to make my mana base any harder than it has to be. I wonder if I cut 11 spells. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think I want all the spells. I might take Skullduggery out. I don't know if we're getting into that much combat. I'll keep the Forsaken Miner in. I'll keep the Mourner's Surprise in. Let's see how many 2-drops we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could see taking the Duelist out. It's not super exciting. I could see taking the Overzealous Muscle or the Iron Fist Pulverizer. We'll take the Pulverizer, so it's not a mercenary. And we have 1 Assassin, 1 Mercenary, 10 Rogues, that's 12. 12 of our 14 creatures are of the appropriate type. The only ones that are off are Bloodseeker, which works well with the deck, and Raven, which works well with the deck. So I think that's good. We just have to cut 1 more card. It could be the Cool, because it's going to be hard to play. Could be the Overzealous Muscle, because it's not that exciting. It could be the second Lila. Again, not... I don't know. It's just a 3/3 prowess for 3. And I have no multicolor. I think, yeah, we'll just cut 1 of those. So I have a... So in that case, I wish I kind of had the Mind Raider instead for the fixing. So now we only have 3 blue spells. And we have... Okay, I think we cut 1 island here. Add 1 mountain, I think. Yeah, because black and red are pretty close. So now I have 8 sources of red, 8 sources of black, 3 sources of blue. We don't, plus the Bandit's Hall, so that's 4. We don't necessarily need Repulse or Lila or Marchesa on. It's nice to get Marchesa on turn 3. We don't need it. Lila, we don't necessarily need on 3. Same with repulse. That's fine later in the game. The question is whether we actually want Lila at all. Well, I'm thinking about it. Is it Outlaw Stitcher better? Maybe. Yeah. I think we'll try one. I haven't played with it. It'd be interesting to play with. So I think we have a reasonable deck here. We could have picked up Hypothesizal. Looks like someone else was playing red-blue or was splashing blue. Someone took the Hypothesizal. My inclination is to think that Lila isn't actually that good because both of them got, one of them got passed, I took it. The second one got passed too, so it might not actually be that good at all. In that case, yeah, maybe I would have done better off with a second Mind Raider. Anyway, I think we're doing pretty good. We have 4 kill spells, or 3 kill spells on 4, a bounce on 3, a salvo on 2, I guess the unfortunate accident on 4, and then the hell to pay on whatever. Yeah, and we didn't see many. We only saw one discerning peddler table, so that's kind of interesting too. All right, well, we'll give this a shot. It was cool opening Jasper Flynn into Marchesa. I think that will lead to an interesting deck here. Let's hop into match number 1. Alrighty, match 1, game 1. Let's see if we can get there. Let's play first. I think this is fine. Vadmir into the Desperate Bloodseeker. Should things go south, we have the Mourner's Surprise to get someone back. And I think all we want to do now is draw some lands. Have Lively Dirge to search up anything we want. Let's play Vadmir. Next turn, we'll very likely Desperate Bloodseeker. Unless our opponent kills our creature, maybe we'll consider Rictus Robber. Okay, sure. Let's play the Raven here. Again, can ping our opponent for 1 with the Desperate Bloodseeker next turn. Okay, Bristlepack Sentry, sure. Not drawing an extra land is not... being stuck on 2 is a little bit rough here. Honestly, milling them might not be great. As they're a green-black deck, they can probably get stuff back, but luckily just hit a Forest and Grizzly. Okay, no play for my opponent. Works for me. Don't think I want to use the Thunder Salvo to take out the Sentry here. It's attacking with the bird first. Okay, Rooftop Assassin. Okay, I will Thunder Salvo that. So very happy with that exchange. And didn't have anything that exciting to do that turn except for plotting the Rictus Robber. Okay. Let's attack again and again with the Raven. Does he have the second Rooftop Assassin? No. Okay, let's plot Rictus Robber. And then next turn, hopefully we have a 4th mana to do something with. My opponent may have a removal and not want to use it on one of my kind of mediocre creatures here. Okay. Attack in with our Raven. Okay, ambush Gigapede, sure. I'm fine with that exchange. Play the Rictus Robber for free. Get a free 2/2. And then I can either Hell to Pay on the Gigapede. You know what? This is actually pretty decent here. Let's Lively Dirge and get back both the Raven and Vadmir. So that gives us a pretty wide board here. Next turn I have Hell to Pay and Consuming Ashes up. Okay, sure. Let's do Hell to Pay on the Gigapede, I suppose. Although that one I can get through. Maybe we do it on the Bristlepack Sentry, but we don't get any treasures in that case. So let's do Gigapede here for 4 or for 3. And then we'll get a treasure out of the deal also. Okay, Gold Rush, sure. Taking for 1 here. So remember for next game, the Gold Rush and the Rooftop Assassin. Hopefully we'll remember that so we don't stupidly run into it. Okay, Russia Dread. Okay, discards half the cards in their hand. We'll get rid of the... Would like to keep the... Okay, sure. Happy to block the Gigapede here. Sure, okay. Let us take out the Ambush Gigapede. If we attack in here, I don't think we can stay back. Okay, and then we'll just hope our opponent has nothing here. They have something. Okay, Rambling Possum, sure. Let's attack in. Okay. Now we have all of our lands. Now we are probably just going to draw a pile of lands. Okay. Oh, okay. Not really what we want here, but creature nonetheless. And it does threaten to, if my opponent saddles and attacks in, yeah, if I attack in with everyone, I win. He has to block the 4/4, blocks one of the 2/2s, and takes 3. So we'll go for that. Check the graveyard here again. Russia Dread is something to consider. Okay. Nothing to use the -1/-1 against. Secrets take the fall. I don't think I want to go into blue that much more. don't think Skullduggery is going to be that impressive for removing first strike. Lively Dirge was great. Yeah, everything here is pretty good. We'll just hope to draw a couple more lands this game, so that we don't have to sit there on 3 for too long, especially on the draw. Okay, fine with this. I have a Forsaken Miner turn 1. Get a little aggressive if I want to. Peddler on 2. And unless I draw a land, I may not actually cycle anything here because I have perfect mana for a cool on 4. Here we have to worry about Reanimate. Yeah, I think we'll play the Peddler here and not discard. Decline. Because I want the double red, double black, and I also want the blue. Okay, let's see if we get Reanimate. If we have to play against Reanimate, we do not. That's great. I'll attack in here for 4. Assuming my opponent won't block. I'll play Laughing. Ooh, it's a bad misplay on my part. I shouldn't have played the blue, because now I can't play a cool next turn. That was a mistake. I'm assuming my opponent has removal here. Desert's Dew won't do it, but let's hope they don't have Consuming Ashes. That would be the card that would really hurt us here. Yep, they have it. Okay. And now we're going to be punished next turn here because we played our mana wrong. Let's hope we draw something to play. Okay. All right, let's attack back here for 4. We do have Consuming Ashes up. I don't particularly want to use it on the Grizzly. But if I have nothing to do, I may well do so. Okay, yeah, my opponent's not playing anything else, so let's get rid of the Grizzly here. If he uses something to save it, so be it. That'll get that out of his hand. Yeah, there's the Snakeskin Veil. Okay. Here we will play the Cool. Attacking for 4 first. Play the Cool. So now my opponent has to take care of something. Looks like they have removal. Okay. Here we will be attacking in again here, I imagine. They could have Rooftop Assassin. We'll play the Bandit's Hall. We'll play the Mine Raider here. I'm wondering whether we should hold the land to... We'll just hold the land. There's no reason necessarily to play it out. We could represent something with that. Next turn, okay, Desert's Dew, sure. Fake your own death, okay. Oh, right. All right, well, that was unfortunate. Part of that was on us not playing our lands outright. And considering they have Snakeskin Veil, that I could have considered Consuming Ashes, the bear, the grizzly. But I was hoping I didn't have to deal with it. that I wouldn't have to Consuming Ashes it in the first place because it's a pretty mediocre card. Could have considered staying back and blocking at some point too. Okay, let's play. This is fine. We'll keep this. Miner on 1, peddler on 2. We'll consider cycling with the peddler this time if we draw a second land or some creature we don't care about. Could actually peddler away the miner and then get it back when we can. Okay, here we go. Let's play. Attack in. Don't particularly want to get rid of the swamp here. Or the Marchesa, although it's, you know what, that's kind of, maybe I should have. Okay. Land in Triple Agony, sure. It's attacking with the miner. Yeah, because I could have got the Marchesa back with the Lively Dirge. It might be a better use of my, you know, I might not find the blue to play it. So, yeah, I think I should slow down a bit here. Given that I'm making a couple mistakes. Okay, let's hit the possum here. Okay, that was again a mistake. I should have let the possum take damage and then got my guy back. Okay, 2 bad mistakes this game so far. Attacking with the Raven. Rooftop Assassin, nope. Okay, let's play Vadmir. Yeah, two real bad mistakes there. Should have a 4th mana eventually here. I only milled 1, so I should have a 4th mana to play the Consuming Ashes soon. Yeah, I could have attacked with a 2/2 there. That's pretty unfortunate. Attack in here. Sure, we'll use the Peddler. Gold Rush. Let's try to Consuming Ashes. Snakeskin Veil. Okay, can't get that guy back. Well, okay. Let's see. I actually do want the 4th land for the Lively Dirge. Yeah. Okay. If he does take care of Vadmir, okay, he's going to make a big dude. That's fine. Let's take in for 1 here. Let's get the auto pay. Let's put the Jasper Flint into the graveyard. And then we'll take Jasper and the Forsaken Miner back. And if he doesn't have an answer for the Jasper, then we're good. If he does, so be it. Okay, commit a crime. Get my choice of cards here. Okay, play the Marchesa. Because why not? We'll play the Hard Bristle Bandit. And we'll attack in here. So use it until end of turn. All right. Let's make it bigger. Okay. Gold Rush, sure. Okay. Of course, draws the perfect answer here. Okay, and now I just have to draw something, removal of some sort. Hell to pay for 6. Not quite enough here. Oh, 7, yeah, we can do it. 5, 7. I know I got one of the, okay, that's fine with me. Auto pay. Take the Lila here. Bring that. Attack in. Okay. And hopefully have it locked down here. Let's mill our opponent. I respond to this. I will respond to that. Let's put blue into our mana pool here. Pay with the mana in our pool here. We'll take the Raider, I suppose. We attack in, he blocks the 3-drop. Yeah. Everyone but the Raider, or the Bandit, forced to block here. Okay. Sure. Opponent's let's full control mode. Okay. Let's play Lila and the Raider. So looks like we're going to manage to win this one over probably 3 or 4 mistakes here. Okay. How much does that cost? 3. 5, okay. I think we can, let's just not goof around here and we'll just destroy it. And then attack in. So I had a number of bad mistakes that game, and we'll review those briefly if I can see the battlefield. Issue number 1, I didn't I could have discarded the Marchesa to wherever that is. Could discard the Marchesa to the Discerning Peddler to dig deeper into the deck. and then have brought it back early in the game with lively dirge. Mistake number 2 was when I attacked into the possum. I could have let my creature die, my 2/2 creature die, the Forsaken Miner, and then committed the crime and then brought it back. So that would have put an extra 2/2 on the board for the next turn. Kind of, I guess maybe a minor mistake was I didn't have to attack in with Marchesa. Opponent was, I didn't expect the fight spell, but I didn't have to put it in danger there. That was kind of maybe only a minor mistake because it did force my opponent to take some extra damage there. But yeah, I think overall, fun match. Was challenging. My opponent had a very good deck as well, and managed to win even despite some of those blunders that game. And glad to get Jasper Flynn to activate once before it got exiled. But here we go into match number 2. All right, let's play first. We have a hand we can't keep, so we'll have to mulligan here, and we will keep this hand. I'm going to put Lila back. I think so. Over the Overzealous Muscle. Even though Lila can be played earlier, I don't have a ton of blue. So I think we'll just lead here with the Raven, most likely, and then hope to draw into both some lands. Okay, there's a land. And then also some creatures to play. Okay, Hard Bristle Bandit here for my opponent. Okay, now mildly regretting not dropping the Overzealous Muscle instead, but it was much more likely would have drawn another red or black. So my opponent has another black-green deck. So everyone's on black-green today. The last couple times I've played, everyone has been on the 5-color desert deck. Play every single rare I have, but we'll see what this person has actually. Okay, yeah, they are play lots of deserts and colors. Plan. Let's see if they're going to take out my Raven. Okay, just a Gila Courser here. Okay. I think I will take out the Courser here to see what's the saddle one. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I give my opponent additional value here. We get to surveil 2, I believe. Yeah. Let us keep the Akul and the Rictus Robber, I think. We'll go with the Rictus Robber for next turn. I'll play the Mirage Mesa next turn, and may well play the Rictus Robber right after that, just as a 4/3 to put something on the board. Okay. That's fairly annoying. Let's play this as a red. We'll play the Rictus Robber out just as a 4/3. That's not great. Yeah, he's going to steal a Cool here and very likely play it. And if he has a land, play both. Yep, he's going to play both probably. This game is pretty much over now. Yeah. 2 great rares, 2 of which I have. But yeah, there we are. Okay, and he got rid of my removal and my lively dirge. Okay, let us get rid of Jasper Flint first. We also get a scry off that. Let's get rid of both of those. Don't need more lands. And still not looking great because I have to get rid of the Akul now. But not instantly dead here. Fortunately, I also exiled the Laughing Jasper Flint, which I could have gotten back. Yeah, too bad he milled the unfortunate accident. That would have been a nice draw. Break repair, sure. No block here. Well, I say the Rictus Robber kind of keeps everything back, but so does the Overzealous Muscle once that hits play. So let's get rid of the 3/3. Let's limit our damage here because I'm going to be taking 5 in the air for a couple turns, I imagine. Okay, hell to pay. 1 mana short of taking out the Akul. So although I milled 2, let's hope that I draw another one soon and then I can take out the Akul. Go from there. Okay, Sure Shot. Another nice card. Okay, I'm happy to take out that guy there. Sure. Next turn, my opponent's going to attack in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I need the land to take out Akul. Marchesa is going to do it here. I can't hell to pay on his pumper. I'm going to take 5 in the air. I'm going to take 3 on the ground. I think I have to run with it here. Could have used the Warner Surprise here. Okay, 6 in the air. Sure. And I'm assuming they have something to deal damage to me? No? Okay. Let's do Mourner's Surprise. We have to do Mourner's Surprise, make some blockers here. The Raven. Oh, it has Trample. Duh. Okay, let's just pass it. Okay. Let's see here. Skullduggery is decent against some of his 3/1 threats. I don't think I want to necessarily drop that in right now. You know, unless I want to replace the Lila. I could replace Lila with a lot of things, including the Outlaw Stitcher. I think the Outlaw Stitcher honestly might be better. Yeah. Skullduggery better? I don't think so. Let's put the Outlaw Stitcher in. I don't really think I need a 3/3 prowess. That's usually, I'm going to usually play 1 spell a turn, so I'll attack as a 4/4. It's not great. Let's play first. Fine hand here. Lots of removal. And just hope to draw into some spells here to play. Okay, let's get rid of the Overzealous Muscle. I really don't, it's going to be way later in the game when I need to play that. It's not the best card in the deck. Okay. Varmint's fine. Don't want to be aggressive. No, not really, because they can leave their guy back on defense anyway. Next turn we have Consuming Ashes, Action, and Terminal Agony all 3. Yes. My turn. Okay. Now I will attack in. I'll offer the trade here. I will, sure. Okay. Okay. Let us return that to his hand. That'll give us an extra card here. Okay. Back in. Okay, Beaver. And Bandit. Okay. Let's use Unfortunate Accident here. Lots of removal. Nothing to attack with, but have all the mana set up here for many different creatures here. Okay, Cactus Volk, Sure Shot. Sounds good. Okay. We will Consuming Ashes. Or yeah. Pay the ward. Okay. Back in again. Now that we have the Deadeye Duelist, we can have something that stays back here. Okay, sure. Take the trade, play the Duelist. Keep the land in hand in case he has some sort of discard effect. Okay. Good idea, Jeff. Sure. And did they have a second spell? Okay. Sounds good. Going face, okay. Let us see if any of these are, no, none of these will get us any benefit here. So let's hit the Roxanne. Then we will hit this dude. Attack in for 2 this turn. Play the Bloodseeker. That was my fault. I should have hit the Marauder with the with the Exile effect. Although I guess I don't want to see either of those back on the battlefield. I think we've burned through all of our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've burned through most of our removal. Our opponent has not burned through any removal, just a bunch of good cards here. Okay, attack in for, should have pumped, but attack in for 1 apparently, or for 2. The deserts do, sure. Play Vadmir. Now I have a very, very slow way to pump the Vadmir. Okay, opponent's reading. My opponent. Okay. What does this thing do? Okay, draw, sure. +1/+0 and first strike. Okay, sure. That's fine with me. My intent there was to get my opponent to throw something out their hand, so that worked. I was hoping to get a combat trick out. And I did. Okay, do they have something good here? Probably. Eventually okay, yeah, dance the tumbleweeds for a ton. Okay. Eventually Vadmir will have okay. Well, lifelink. I have no way to get rid of the 10/10, I don't believe. Okay. Bandage Hall is doing a lot of work for them. Yes. Yeah, so there I do regret now attacking with the 1/1 as that could have chumped the 10/10 for another turn here. Okay. Thunder Salvo. To target creature. Let's get rid of their Hard Bristle Bandit. Okay. Clear shot. Let's ping them. All right, that's not how that works. It's not a fight spell. Yes, of course. All right, that's game. Of course, they have the removal there. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Drew all my removal early and nothing to pressure my opponent until late, but that's how it goes sometimes. Okay, we are 1-1. We're moving into match number 3. Let's jump out of the match here. I want to update the deck. I do want to take out the Lila. I don't see that as a good card in this sort of deck. I think it's better to have the Outlaw Stitcher or even the Seize the Secrets. I think we'll go with the Outlaw Stitcher here. Yeah. So Lila would only, I think, be good in a straight blue-red deck where you can play it on turn 3 and have a lot of spells, but because blue-red isn't actually that great, so yeah. Missed out on a Minecart Raider there in the draft portion. Here we are, match number 3. Let's play first. Jeez. I think I really can draw. I mean, I get to dump one of the lands. I think this is a mistake, but let's give it a shot here. I do get to dump one of the lands right away. Let's dump the, what is this right now? This is black. Let's dump the second black here. Okay, more lands. One thing is I will not run out of lands here. Attack in. Okay, my opponent didn't have the Skullduggery. Okay, Laughing Jasper Flint. Luckily, I have an answer for that. Play our mana right. Almost played our mana wrong. Destroy target creature. Very lucky our opponent didn't get to play that. Next turn we have Vadmir and the Duelist active, so we can start to grow Vadmir. Sure. Switch over to plan B here, which is to play Laughing Jasper Flint and Vadmir. Attack in. So next turn we can activate, Laughing Jasper Flint will trigger the Vadmir, and then Deadeye Duelist can trigger Vadmir during my opponent's turn. Likely I'll see some removal here. Rakdos, the muscle, okay. That is pretty ridiculous. Okay. My opponent sacked a card here. Sure. Okay. I'd like to play all my opponent's cards here, but let's exile. Let's see, it's sack a creature, gains indestructible, tap it. Okay, activate only once a turn. Let's get rid of Rakdos. Sure, until your next end step. My opponent does get some more cards off that. Okay. We can play another Deadeye Duelist or a Treasure Dredger. Let's do just another Duelist here. I'll attack in with the opponent has no mana up. Happy to maybe I shouldn't trade the 2/2 because that does trigger Jasper Flint. My opponent has my Mind Raider, Desperate Bloodseeker, and a Forsaken Miner, so nothing terrific. And that's the end of game 1. So my opponent has Laughing Jasper Flint and Rakdos. So 2 really good cards. Need to keep up removal for those. The game has been close enough that I need Fling, and I don't think I need the Stop Cold as another removal. I have double Consuming Ashes, Repulse. It's really the Consuming Ashes I need to save for Rakdos. Stop Cold could work in that situation, so oddly, maybe I want that. Let's not go that route yet. We'll go into game number 2 here. And if we get beat down by Rakdos, we can switch out the Stitcher or the Repulse for the Stop Cold as another way to get rid of Rakdos. Could also get rid of the Forsaken Miner. Not sure if we need to be that aggressive. Okay, here. Sure. It's a little bit lackluster again. Here the question is whether we play blue or red on the Mesa. The answer is blue. I don't think we need Marchesa necessarily on 3. Maybe that's the wrong approach, but that was my thought here. My opponent's going to ramp here, which makes me think they have something pretty... Oh, okay. They may well still ramp here. First strike, or, okay, make a treasure. Trade off our creatures, maybe? Really? Okay, sure. Fine with that. Next turn, we can play Marchesa and activate it immediately. Okay, Rakdos. All right, now I need to draw exactly one of my removal spells off the top here. Did not, but we do get to play Marchesa here. And then we will use Deadeye Duelist and get a spell, or get something off the top. Hopefully it's a Consuming Ashes. So the chance that my opponent drew this both games is right away is low, but at knife point, Outlaws get first strike. That's going to give him an unlimited supply of, let's see what this does. Maybe commit a crime, okay. So he can make a mercenary at will here, if he has a way to commit a crime. Does that not? Okay. Let's play blue here, get my opponent. Let's pay 1. Let's play Vadmir. Okay, play out a second red. Attack in for 5. It's very impatient for someone who has a Rakdos on the field. Okay, Marauder, sure. Let's get rid of a land. Sure. Okay. 7, 8. Yeah, I think I have to keep my guy back. I'm attacking in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. I should check my graveyard here. Really? Okay, sure. They're not even going to kill my Marchesa. Okay, that's even better for me. Sure, take 7 of my cards. Minecart Raider. He does have Outlaw Stitcher, 2 removal spells, and a bunch of lands. Okay. Rakdos does trample also? Yeah, it has to do everything, I suppose. Card's ridiculous. 5, 6, 7, 7 mana, 8 mana. I think if they have 8 mana, they can kill both my good creatures. I don't know why he bothered doing that. He could have just attacked back for lethal next turn. So it's kind of silly, I think. I'm not going to bother blocking here. Get my choice of cards. Yeah, Outlaw Stitcher, sure. And Raider, sure. That's what my opponent decides to do as opposed to kill my creatures. Okay. Okay. Let's take Terminal Agony. Okay. And the Lackey. Okay, so they're just going to make a wide board here. Okay. And unfortunately, Terminal Agony is a sorcery. So I can't use it to have him tap down his Rakdos on his turn. Let's see. Okay, I think, do I have anything to block? No. Let's Terminal Agony the if I attack in with every 1, 2, 3 has 4 blockers for my creatures. Terminal Agony on. If I do try to hit Rakdos, he sacks something. So let's do the Stitcher, I suppose. Pay 1 blue here. Get Laughing Jasper Flint, I suppose. Makes another 1/1. Okay, if I attack in here, nothing happens. And I lose. Okay, that's an unfortunate turn of events there. I think I will put in the out cold instead of the Stitcher. I'm going to be on the play here, so the minor could be good. Let's take the Stitcher out. I don't think I need more on the ground there. Let's just hope not to play against Rakdos for the third game here, or to have the right spells for it. Okay, let's try it. I have an aggressive start here, and 1 red lets me play anything, and also gives me the Peddler to dump the extra lands I have. Okay, my opponent mulliganed, so either they had a bad hand or they didn't have Rakdos for once. Let's see here. Okay, Link Breaker, sure. Happy to draw that. Can use the Peddler here to dig a bit deeper. Okay. Okay. Do have the out cold. It'll be a while before I can play that probably. Sure. Play the Duelist. And then, but at some point we will have the stop cold for Rakdos. Kirvik, okay. And let's play the Raider. So now we do have the stop cold mana available. Something to block Kirvik as well. Opponent has nothing really worth playing here. Okay, they got the knife point. It's fairly annoying, but it allows us to attack back if they attack in. We only have 1 red up. So, sure. Turn. Forgot to ping my opponent. Attacking for 3. Vadmir. This time I'll try not to forget to ping my opponent. That's my opponent should be at 14. Okay. Sure. Okay. Attack in. We'll keep the Duelist back, I think. My opponent's trying to preserve their life total, so that's good. It gives me some hope here. Don't think I want to burn the treasure just to deal the 1 damage here. Let's see. My opponent may be, okay, Corrupted Conviction, sure. At knife point number 2. My turn. Oh, I was like, forget it again. Okay. let us take out Karavik here for 4. Happy to get an extra treasure here. And that's game. And actually, let me check Hell to Pay. Does that do? It's a creature, yeah. It's there's another similar card that can hit face, the Electrodominance. So, okay. Overall, pretty happy with how that went. Couple bloopers first game that didn't end up costing me the match, which was good. Second game played against a even better green-black deck and wasn't able to pull through there. Third game, managed to win against Rakdos. So yeah, pretty happy how it went. Liked playing the deck. Just as a quick review of the deck, cards that were impressive were obviously Laughing Jesper Flint. Vadmir was great. In this build, actually, Dead-Eyed Duelist did some work, pumping Vadmir, committing crimes. Hell to Pay was kind of a little underwhelming because it was fairly expensive to take care of big threats. In the second match, I wasn't able to take care of the Akul that got stolen because I never got to the 6th mana to take it out. So it was a little underwhelming. All the removal was good. Forsaken Miner ended up being decent. Lively Dirge was great with the with all the cards I could search up with it. Was not impressed with Lila. Only had her out one game, but 3/3 effectively there's a 3/3 prowess in the deck. 3/3 for 3 isn't super great. Usually, sometimes it was a 4/4. And I could do a combat trick and make it a 4/4, but it wasn't that impressive. Never pulled Fling out of the sideboard, but that could have been an option. And was happy to have Stop Cold out of the board for that last game, just as a safety measure against Rakdos. But yeah, overall pretty happy. And enjoyed playing with Marchesa and Jasper Flint. All right, that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and we'll try to do another draft tomorrow night.